Speaking of mater letters now, there is a whole group or even a classification of nouns that have a mater letter in them, oddly enough. We've had a couple of these, like Bayith, right? We've had the word Bayith. We should have. Bayith means house, right? You'll notice that technically this yod is a consonant. Bayith. This is an irregular type of noun. Bayith. But when these become construct, the mater letter, or what the consonant that could be a mater letter, actually becomes a mater letter. So the construct form of Bayith is Baith. Now, you're more familiar with this word, aren't you? Because it occurs in construct chains like Baith Ale. What does Baith Ale mean? Yeah, you probably read this in the Bible as Bethel, but it's Baith Ale. Ale is a sort of, it's related to Elohim. It's the word for God. So Baith Ale means house of, construct form, house of God. Or another one is Baith Lechem. Have we had Lechem? Lechem and Mayim? What does Baith Lechem mean? House of bread. What does that mean? Bakery? Sacramental presence? No, Lechem probably is bread with a capital B and was originally the pagan god of the grain. Right? Lachmu. Right? You were talking about this yesterday. You agree with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. See, Baith could mean house. It can also mean house in the sense of temple or shrine. Right? So Baith Lechem probably is an old, sort of pre-Israelite name of the place as the shrine of one of the Canaanite agricultural deities.
Beit Shemesh.
Beit Shemesh would be another one, house of the sun, S-U-N, right? But the point at stake here is that Baith is the construct of Bayith. And you get that in a lot of these compound names where you would be using a construct form. See? Baith, house of. Another one, have we had Mawith, or is that in this lesson? It's in this lesson. Okay, now I'm giving you some of this. We've had the verb. What's the related verb? We've had the verb muth, haven't we? Muth, right? The noun is Mawith. Mawith means death. And the construct, again, see what happens. This consonant that could be a mater letter becomes a mater letter. Here an O. So Mawith becomes Moth. Moth. By the way, that's another name of a Canaanite god. You can go read about this in the Canaanite literature, and they have a god named Moth. Guess what he's in charge of? Another one that I think is in this lesson, there's the noun Tawak, which means middle. Middle. This is new information. I don't think we've had Tawak before. But again, the construct is tok. Rarely do you see the word tok, but very commonly you will see this expression. Bitok. What does that mean? All right, I'm going to add a noun at the end. I squeezed that. Bitoch ha'am. Translate? In the middle of the people. See how we've made a construct chain? Now we've added something new. We put a preposition in front of it. But technically it's the preposition plus the construct plus the final noun that gives us the definite article. In the middle of the people. And you get this very commonly in those expressions about in the midst of something. Here's one, anim is the plural of ayin. It's irregular, it's already irregular, going from singular to plural. Ayin, anim. The construct of anim is ane. And that actually makes some sense because you just see your plural ending. I wanted you to look at this one because you may not see ane an awful lot, but you do see bi'ane an awful lot. Translate bi'ane. In the eyes of the king or the prophet. And this becomes, see, there are a lot of these prepositional phrases that are really a preposition plus a construct noun that take on an almost identity by themselves. In the eyes of can almost be learned as though bi'ane was a word, even though it's a preposition plus a construct form. In the eyes of, and this is an idiom for in the opinion of. All right? The matter was good in the eyes of the king, which being interpreted means something like the king thought it was a good idea. Okay. Yeah, Jim.
When you do this mater letter consonant changeover, do they always go to certain vowels?
Well, they will go to whatever mater letter can be made with the mater consonant that's there. So a yod will generate an e vowel, a waw will generate an o vowel. All right, as a general principle. I don't know if I'm satisfying your desire there, but. Okay, next pattern. This is a very minor one. If you're following along in the book on page 76, there are a few assorted feminine nouns that have a closed first syllable, like mamlaka. Have we had this now? Well, it's in the vocab. Wouldn't you know that? Huh? All right, you can, by the way, here's a little vocabulary building. There is a verbal form, malak. Anyone want to guess what the verb malak means? To rule or reign.